RunSignUp's donation feature allows races to collect donations and encourage fundraising, all within their RunSignUp race page. To set up a donation page for your race, begin by going to your race dashboard, open up the Donation tab, click on Setup, and then Basic Setup. Once on the Donation Setup page, you will be able to select your donation processor. This can be set to None if you do not plan on setting up donations, RunSignUp if you would like to use all of RunSignUp's donation and fundraising features, or you can select First Giving or CrowdRise in order to have your donations go through either of these donation processors. Please note that if you select either First Giving or CrowdRise, then the donation and fundraising features for RunSignUp will not be used. For the purpose of this tutorial, we will select RunSignUp as the donation processor in order to use all of RunSignUp's donation and fundraising features. This tutorial will cover setting up basic donations, setting up fundraising, additional donation settings, ending a donation period, and starting another donation period. Setting up basic donations. After selecting RunSignUp as your donation processor, the first field that you will need to fill out is for indicating which date you will begin accepting donations on. If you would like to set an end date for donation collection, then you can also set this here. However, this field is optional, and you do not need to set an end date on your donation period. By leaving the Accept Donations Until field blank, or by setting it to a date in the future, you can allow a donation period to run for as long as you would like. Donation periods can remain open even after the race has passed. However, if you renew your race, then it is recommended that you close the previous donation period and start a new one. This option will be given to you during the renewal process, which is explained in more detail in How to Renew a Race. Next, you can use the description/additional information box to add content to your donation page. Here you can change the text theme, text color, background color, and text format. You can add bulleted list and/or numbered list, you can insert links, and you can insert source code. You can set an overall goal amount for your donation period, and if you have an overall goal set, then you can also decide whether or not you would like to show a goal thermometer. The goal thermometer will show the progress of your overall goal for donations. You also have the option to show a scrolling list of donors. This list will scroll through the donors to your race, and you can choose whether this list scrolls through all donations, or just top donations or fundraisers. If you select top donations or fundraisers, then you can decide whether you want to show the top 25 donations, the top 25 individual fundraisers, and/or the top 25 team fundraisers. You can choose any combination of these options as you would like. However, at least one of these options does need to be selected if you were choosing to show only top donations or fundraisers. Underneath the heading for donation levels, you will have the option to add donation levels. Donation levels allow you to create preset donation amounts which users can pick from when donating. Please note though that even with donation levels created, users will still have the option to enter in their own custom donation amounts. Within the donation levels table, enter in the donation amount and the level title for that amount. You can add as many donation levels as you would like by clicking Add Donation Level and repeating the process, and you can delete any unwanted donation levels by clicking on the X next to that donation level. In the next section, you can enable fundraising by checking off the box for Allow users to become fundraisers. For more information on fundraising setup and features, please refer to the tutorial on How to Set Up Fundraising. In the Offline Payment Instructions section, you have the option to enter in any information that you may want to include about making donations offline. The following setup options for display settings, tax deduction rules, external donation websites, and Boston Marathon film are all explained in more detail in the upcoming section for Additional Donation Settings. Once you have all of your donation settings set up as you would like, then click on Save Donation Setup, and you will receive confirmation that your donation settings have been saved. You can then go to View Race, click on Donate, and review your donation setup to make sure that it suits your needs. If you need to make any edits, then you can return to the dashboard, open up the Donations tab, click Setup, and then Basic Setup. When you are finished making the necessary edits, always be sure to scroll down to the bottom of the page and save the donation setup. Setting up fundraising. Within the basic setup of donations, which was explained in the previous section of this video, you will have the option to set up fundraising. To enable fundraising, check off the box for Allow users to become fundraisers, and the fundraising setup fields will be opened up to you. For a much more detailed explanation of fundraising setup and features, please refer to the tutorial on How to Set Up Fundraising. Additional donation settings. Once your donation setup is complete, you will have the option to further customize your donation settings in the sections seen here. If you go to Display Settings and click on the plus sign, then you can edit various donation display settings. By default, your race name shows at the top of the donation page. If you would like the donation page text to say something other than your race name, then you can enter your custom text into the field provided and save the changes. You can then view the race page, and you will see that the donation page text has been updated. If you would like to go back to the default text at any time, then simply delete your custom donation page text, and while leaving the field blank, save the changes. Also by default, your race logo will show at the top of your donation page. However, you do have the option to change this by uploading a custom image into the section for Donation Page Image. To upload a donation page image, click on Browse, select the PNG, JPEG, JPG, or GIF file that you would like to use for your donation page image, and save the changes. You can then view the race page, where you will find that your donation page image has been updated. If at any time you would like to go back to the default setting, then simply select Remove Current Image and save the changes. By default, the donation tab text will read as Donate. This appears on both the tab and button links to your donation page. If you would like to customize this text, then fill out the field for Donation Tab Text and save the changes. You can then view the race page and see that your donation tab text has been updated. If you would like to go back to the default text at any time, then simply make sure that this field is left blank and save the changes. By default, the donor prompt on the donation page will read as On Behalf of. However, you do have the option to customize this text to suit your needs. To edit this text, fill out the field for On Behalf of display text and save the changes. You can then view the race page, where you will find that the On Behalf of text has been updated to display your custom text. If at any time you would like to go back to the default text of On Behalf of, then simply make sure that this field is left blank and save the changes. Next you will find the fields for Become a Fundraiser menu item placement, Top Fundraisers menu item placement, and Top Charities menu item placement. By default, all of these menu items are shown as sub-menu items under the parent menu item of Donate. If you would like to change this, then you can open up each drop-down menu and decide whether this should be a top-level menu item, which will make this specified menu item its own independent menu item, or you can select Hide from Menu, which will cause this menu item to be hidden from your race's list of menu items altogether. To return to the default setting, simply select Submenu under Donate from the drop-down and save the changes. Within the Top Fundraisers menu item, you will have a few additional options. The default view will show a single menu item with individual and team fundraisers combined. However, you can show separate menu items for individual and team fundraisers, show a menu item for individual fundraisers only, or show a menu item for team fundraisers only. To return to the default setting, simply set this drop-down to show single menu item with individual and team fundraisers combined, and save the changes. Also by default, the top fundraisers are displayed in a series of blocks. If you would like for the top fundraisers to be displayed as a single column list instead, then you can check off the box under Top Fundraisers Display. To return to the default setting, simply uncheck this box and save the changes. If you have set up multiple charities, which is explained in How to Add a Charity, then these charities will show up on your donation page for people to donate to or become fundraisers for. However, if you have only set up one charity, then this charity will not show up on your donation page. This is because all fundraisers would be automatically applied to this charity, and therefore it would not need to be selected by the fundraiser. If you would like for this charity to show up on your donation page, even though it is the only charity set up, then you can do so by checking off the box under Charity Display and saving the changes. You can then view your race page, where you can find that your one charity is now displayed on the donation page. To return to the default setup, simply uncheck the box under Charity Display and save the changes. Donation and fundraiser related emails can be customized under the Email Customization section by simply selecting the email that you would like to edit and editing the email information as is explained in more detail in How to Customize Notification Emails. From the display settings, you can also configure HEP data, and for more information on this topic, please refer to How to Configure HEP data. If donations or registrations for your race are tax deductible, then you can enter that information into the Tax Deduction Rules section, and RunSignUp will calculate the tax deductible amount for donors and registrants. To do this, go to the Tax Deduction Rules section and click on the plus sign. In the Donation section, you can fill out the field for the percent of the donation amount that is tax deductible and save the changes. In the Registration section, it is important to follow the instructions exactly. For each applicable event, enter in the amount of that event's registration fee that is not tax deductible. For example, if your event fee is $25, then you can enter $15 into the field for this event, and this will result in a tax-deductible amount of $10. Please note that if someone registered for the $25 event with a $5 off coupon code, therefore only paying $20 for the event, then their tax-deductible amount would only be $5. If none of the event fee is tax-deductible, then leave the field blank. Do not enter a zero into this field unless the entire event fee is tax-deductible. Once you are finished editing and reviewing all of the information in this section, be sure to scroll down and save all of your changes. If you click on the plus sign next to external donation websites, then you can enter in links to external websites for donations if you are using either CrowdRise or First Giving, in addition to RunSignUp. If you click on the plus sign next to Boston Marathon Film, then you can read about the RunSignUp community's sponsorship of Boston, a film about the legendary Boston Marathon, and if you would like for your runners to have the option to join in on funding this production, then you can select the box for Give Registrants the option to add a $5 donation to help support the Boston Marathon film. Please note that this option will always default to No, and the registrants will be able to decide whether or not they would like to make a donation to the film. Be sure to review all of the edits that you have made to these sections, and save the changes. Ending a donation period. Once you have created your donation period, as was explained throughout the previous sections of this video, you can choose to end a donation period whenever you feel it is necessary to do so. You can either set the Accept Donations Until date to the date on which you would like donations to end, or if you would like to close your donation period right now, then you can click on the checkbox for End Now, and once you save the changes, your donation period will be closed. Please note that if you have an overall goal set for your donation period, or if you have fundraisers and/or fundraiser teams set up, then it is recommended that you end your donation period each time you renew your race and start another donation period. Starting another donation period. After your donation period has ended, which was explained in the previous section, then you can start another donation period by simply repeating the process of setting up donations. Select RunSignUp as your donation processor, and your setup information from the previous donation period will autofill the fields. Be sure to review this information and make any necessary adjustments for this donation period, and then save the changes. A written instruction manual is also available for this topic and can be viewed in the How To section of RunSignUp.